Tokyo James takes on Milan Fashion Week for the 5th time with their collection titled Midnight, which was not just another runway but one in celebration of the brand's 10 years of giving us unique, beautiful pieces. So getting into dissecting this collection, I couldn't help but notice that this collection seemed a bit laid back compared to the Tokyo James we've seen so far. But I think I cracked the code and understood why. First, let's get into what we have here. This collection seems to be a milestone celebration collection, and that's why we see several references to their previous collections. For instance, these looks reminded me of their SS23 Church collection, which is inarguably one of the best collections from Tokyo James in my opinion. I'm looking at this pants, I'm remembering this look from their AW25 expansion collection. This quilted print is also something we've seen in majority of their previous collections. When I see these looks, I think of the edgy swagger that their Fall/Winter 2022 possessed. Maybe a reference to these prints also, plus the structural women's wear of their Fall/Winter 2024 collection. Almost every look seems to summarize their collections from over the years. Even these looks with the beaded collars, belts and pocket flaps. Probably a reference to these looks from their Spring/Summer 2025 collection. That being said, I mentioned earlier that this collection seemed a bit laid back, and I think it's because it tilts towards the concept of Midnight, which happens to be the title of this particular collection, said to be inspired by the bubbling Lagos nightlife. Plus, when you think of Midnight, you think of something dark, sexy, fun and glittering, or maybe something colorful and bright like the shining star, or a time for people to live their truth in the security of absolute darkness. By the way, when I look at these looks and also what's going on them, I'm also drawn back to these looks from their SS25 collection. So while I appreciate the work that was put into this collection, for those of you who don't know much about the brand, Tokyo James is known for juxtaposing structural silhouettes with fluid drapery and traditional techniques reimagined through a contemporary lens, basically about designing outside the norm expected of African designers and masculine stereotypes. And I see that, trust me, I do. But it just felt like I did not get the full complete package from this collection, especially when you look back and compare with their previous collections. This felt a bit like playing safe. For one, there's always this element of visually pleasing grotesque, and I missed that from this collection. Was this a great collection? Definitely, I'm not gonna argue that. I just miss that edgy, zesty excitement they normally give us. Plus, if you look at the word midnight from another point of view, it is also said to be a crucial moment of the highest form of awakening, and not just something relaxed, chill and fun, if maybe that's what we were going for. And secondly, on this being sort of a milestone collection, I'd have loved to see a major reference to the ruching technique. Also, in terms of accessorizing, the brand is known for its eccentric bags, be it simple or crazy, one being the Atarudo bag popularized by Tokyo James. Next, should we talk about how the brand will make you fall in love with hardware by making it look sexy and powerful? All of these I missed from this collection, which is supposedly a milestone collection. Overall, like I said before, is this a great collection? Yes, it is. But could it be better? I'd definitely still say yes. That being said, I can't wait to see what the next collection would look like. So finally, what do you guys think about this collection?